so-called Liberation Day, April 2nd, he put out 39% tariff on the EU, and then he paused that for 90 days. That was set to expire in the middle of July. Now he's threatening 50% and starting in June. So there's a lot of concern about what the guidelines and the schedule really is here.
Yeah, you really think it could be a tactic, I guess,
Maybe.
in those negotiations. Is it possible to move iPhone production, now he's saying Samsung too, maybe their production, to the U.S.? Is that feasible?
There's not a single analyst in this space who has told me it is possible. One analyst saying if you were to move production here, that phone would cost about $3,500 if you were. But he said it's a fairy tale. This is Dan Ives at Wedbush, and I think we have his number there. So what the president is saying is a 25% tariff on any iPhone made outside of the United States. And now Samsung products as well. But to make it in the United States would be really, really expensive. So there's a reason why they're not made here, because it's a highly sophisticated global, dozens of countries, thousands of products, vast campuses where they're put together. Moving all that here, it seems very, very unlikely.
So it seems like, bottom line, for consumers, things are still quite variable.
Absolutely, and higher prices. When you have tariffs at the ports, that is a new cost for companies. And even if you move everything here, the reason why they're not manufactured here is because it would be so much more expensive to do it here. So either way, you're looking at a higher expense, even if whether it's feasible or not. Put that aside.
Yeah. All right, Christine Romans for us. Christine, thanks so much.
Let's turn now to some breaking news. A verdict has just been announced in the trial of the gang accused of robbing Kim Kardashian inside of her Paris hotel room back in 2016.
8 of the defendants have been found guilty, including the accused ringleader. 2 members of the so-called grandpa robbers were acquitted on charges of planning and carrying out the heist. NBC News correspondent Danielle Hamamdjian is following the trial for us from London. Danielle, what are we learning about these sentences, and what was the reaction like inside the courtroom?
Yeah, well, these sentences are still being read, or they're wrapping up as we speak, and they range from prison terms of up to 3 years to fines. And as you mentioned, 2 have been found acquitted. There were 9 men on trial, 1 woman, and I just want to read to you a statement coming in from Kim Kardashian as we speak now, and I'll just read it to you. "I am deeply grateful to the French authorities for pursuing justice in this case," she said. "The crime was the most terrifying experience of my life, leaving a lasting impact on me and my family. While I'll never forget what happened, I believe in the power of growth and accountability and pray for healing for all. I remain committed to advocating for justice and promoting a fair legal system." Of course, Kim Kardashian has just yesterday, in fact, celebrated graduating from a law program that she has been committed to and studying for the past 6 years. So what a journey for her. After 9 years after this ordeal, the day has finally come for Kim Kardashian. And as you said, among those found guilty today was the ringleader, nicknamed Old Omar, who today in court said, "I beg 1,000 pardons." He is known as a veteran of the Paris criminal underground, 70 years old. His DNA was found at the scene on the zip ties used on Kim Kardashian. Wiretaps had captured him ordering people and recruiting accomplices and critically arranging for the sale of the diamonds that they stole from Kim Kardashian that night 9 years ago.
Danielle Hamamdjian in London tracking this high-profile case. Thanks so much.